What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Jacob, back at it again with another episode of AirtimeSports Podcast. As you guys can see, it is just me today. Blake could not make it. Like I was telling you guys before, if our schedules do not align, I still want to get content out to you guys. So whether that be just me behind the camera or just him behind the camera, or if we have any special guests or anything to fill in the gaps, then so be it. I just figured this would be a perfect opportunity for me to, start getting comfortable with being behind the camera by myself. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about this past few days, the AllStar weekend. I wanted to start off by showing you guys some things I got over the weekend. Both of these are magazines actually. They're both Kobe Bryant related. So you can see the back right there, front and back, every single page. Here, I'll slide this one out because this one's easier to take out. This one was by ESPN, and as you can see, pretty much from start to finish, every single page is about Kobe, and that's how both of them are. So I really do like that. I'm going to try and keep those intact. But starting off with the All-Star Weekend, I just want to start off talking about the celebrity game because I know most people don't really care about the celebrity game. There's not much to it. It was Team Wilbon versus Team Stephen A. Team Wilbon did come out on top. The final score was 62-47, and I believe, Common was the MVP of that game. So I didn't really watch any of it, but just figured I would talk about it. Next, we got the Rising Star game. This one was pretty fun to watch. I mean, the final score, it was 151-131, so there was obviously not a lot of defense played. But I don't know, it's kind of fun just seeing like a younger version, like all the younger people who are potentially all-stars and all that. I mean, they are the Rising Stars, that's why it's called the Rising Star game, but it's just fun to see a nice pre-all-star game with some of the rising talent in the NBA. I know Zion, Ja Morant were two of the people who were helping Team USA to come out on top. And I believe Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets, he was the MVP of that game as well. Now, we got those two out the way. Now I want to talk about the three-point contest. So far, I did get one pick right. I got the Team USA right. So that's one. That's my first ever correct pick on this channel. Now I want to talk about three-point contest. I did not get three-point contest right because I did not guess Buddy Hield, who was the winner. He ended up getting 27, which, one of my picks, Devin Booker, he got second place. He got 26. He lost by 1 point. And then also in third place was Bertans, who had 22. Didn't watch the entire three-point contest, but I saw most of it. But yeah, I guess Buddy Hield just balling out, doing his thing. It came to literally the last go. He was last in line, and he just went crazy at the end. So not really much else to say. That's a three-point contest. What I really want to get into is the dunk contest. Now, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the dunk contest right now. If you guys don't know, Derrick Jones Jr. from the Miami Heat won the dunk contest, but it wasn't done in a typical way. So the final two were Aaron Gordon and Derrick Jones Jr., and it was starting to look a little reminiscent of what happened in 2016 with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. They were just going back and forth, just 50, 50, 50, 50. Everything they would do, you would be like, okay, this is it. This has to be the last dunk of the game. And then he would just come out, Aaron Gordon would just come out with some crazy, 360 through the legs, or Derrick Jones Jr. He's got so much power in all of his dunks. Everything looks aggressive. He looks like a little hybrid of like Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Like when he's just long, but he's got that power. But it came to Derrick Jones Jr. did a dunk, and it got a 48. And after that, Aaron Gordon went, and he jumped over Taco Fall and did a dunk. Taco Fall, I believe, is 7'5". I think 7'5", 7'6", something like that. So that was pretty impressive. And I mean, he kind of coming down, he clipped him a little bit, but it was he mostly hit him with his hands when he was grabbing the ball. So overall, it was a clean dunk. But everyone was shocked when the score came up and D Wade had the 9. That's what it was. D Wade made the score 47 for the dunk. Therefore, Aaron Gordon got snubbed. Once again, of a dunk contest victory. Everyone, you could see right when it happened, everyone just looked right at D Wade, and they kind of just knew that because, well, when I was watching it, it was just kind of like the announcers were talking about, or the commentators, whatever, like Kenny Smith and all them were talking about how, like, just let it go, like, this is the end, like, it was going on for too long, they were just giving 50 after 50 after 50, and so I kind of feel like they kind of forced it at the end. However, I don't know, the whole controversy is that Dwayne Wade played for the Miami Heat. He played with Derrick Jones Jr. for a little bit, and everyone seemed to look at him on the judges panel I guess it'd be looking this way, the way I'm facing. Everyone looked at him, and he was kind of grinning. He took his little earpiece off, and I mean, he's made a few statements about it. I mean, it's a dunk contest, so I'm sure there's not going to be much coverage on it, but I just thought it was kind of interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. And Aaron Gordon did say that he would not be participating in any more dunk contests after this because he feels like he should have won. If not one, then two. Or if not two, then one. Yeah, okay, that's the way to say it. So that was pretty much all the contests. The skills challenge was won by Bam Adebayo, so I know Blake will be happy about that. You know, Pascal Siakam couldn't pull through, but, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Now, finally, what I want to be talking about, what I would like to talk about, is the NBA AllStar game. Now, the final score for the game was Team LeBron came out victorious, so that's another pick for me. The final score was 157-155. So Blake wasn't far off when he was talking about all up in the 160s. But either way, neither of us were right on the scores. Some of the leaders for Team LeBron was Kawhi Leonard, who won the what is now called the Kobe Bryant MVP award, I think, or Kobe Bryant All-Star Game award. He had 30 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Now, when I was watching the game, Kawhi, he couldn't miss. I mean, at least in the first half. Like, the absurd threes that he was taking, I was like, why? Like, where did this come from? This man would literally get a rebound or get a steal and just turn around, face a three, shoot, cash every single time. LeBron James had 23. A surprise come up, or I guess not really come up, but like someone who I was surprised about was CP3. He had 23 points, and he was getting some buckets. When I was watching him more towards the middle of the game, second, third quarter, he was balling out. And also, Anthony Davis was looking very promising in the first half as well. First, I would say, quarter and a half, he was he had a few threes, I think, and he had a few nice little alley-oops and stuff like that. The game overall was pretty entertaining. I liked what they did at the beginning, their whole tribute to Kobe Bryant and the town of Chicago and all that. They kind of did their own little thing. They had Common out there. I didn't really like how they announced the All-Stars this year. I kind of liked it better when Kevin Hart was out there roasting everyone. But this year they had Common do some little spoken word thing, which was a little odd. But, yeah, the game was, as you guys can see, very high scoring, 157, 155. But halftime show, they had Chance the Rapper. I mean, it's Chance the Rapper. I mean, it was all right, I guess. But the game didn't really start picking up towards the end, or towards the fourth quarter. So I believe Team LeBron won the first quarter, Team Giannis won the second quarter, and then I think Team LeBron won the third, and then overall the game. And the fourth quarter was when it really started picking up. I mean, it looked like they were getting competitive out there. I mean, Kyle Lowry was getting charges in the fourth quarter, like going for charges. We had other players, like everyone was just trying to do their own thing, ball out. I know James Harden was pretty cold the whole night, but I think he hit a 3 maybe, or 3 or 2 in the fourth. I don't really remember much. I know they wanted to. The game kind of sucked the way it ended. It ended by a free throw from Anthony Davis, which, I mean, they tried to end it in a good way. Team LeBron had about 3 or 4 chances where they came down the court and tried to game it with like a 3 or something like that. I know LeBron, he was feeling bold. He took a logo shot towards the end to try and win it. But I did really like the concept. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did, but it was just, It's the first try. I mean, they're probably going to do something, if not the exact same. They're going to try and do something similar because it made the game, especially once it got to the fourth quarter, made the game really competitive and really fun to watch. And the fact that each quarter they were fighting for their team or their squad, their little group, to get $100,000 towards their little charity or whatever it was. I don't really remember, but that just made the game even more intense. I know Trae Young did hit a half-court shot. I believe. I think it was Trae Young. Yeah, Trae Young hit a half-court shot, buzzer beater, I think, after the second quarter. But overall, it was a pretty good weekend. A lot of crazy stuff happened. I'm most interested to see if anyone has anything else to say about this whole Aaron Gordon situation. Not saying that he should have totally won and got a 50, but I think that he should have had a 48, and they should have had a chance to go back at it for another one last dunk just to see how it would have ended. All-Star game, like I said before, it was very interesting. I did not expect the scores to line up as perfectly as they did. Not like number-wise, like 157, not like it lines up evenly, but it was looking like for a while that Team Giannis was going to take this thing away. They were up by I know at least double digits for a lot of the game, and then Team LeBron closed it out towards the end. Chris Paul, who I mentioned before, he caught an alley-oop, so I guess that's news. I mean, you never really see him getting up like that. Yeah, not much more else to say about that. I just wanted to recap a lot of what happened over the All-Star break as we start moving into a lot of teams. They're going to start locking in, trying to prepare for playoffs and stuff within these next few months. But it was just nice to, have a little weekend like we always do, where it's just all the players come together. Everyone's trying to have a good time. It's competitive, but it's not really like friendship breaking or anything to a point where it's like in the playoffs or anything. It's just kind of like everyone's out there having fun, doing their own thing, and it was obvious they were all having a great time. I mean, that's probably what makes it the most entertaining to watch, is watching these players jump around and become so creative and do things they wouldn't normally do in game time situations, because this is their one chance to show people the crazy side of them, I guess, if that makes sense. Like Aaron Gordon, I mean, he's one of the most creative one of the most creative and unique people in the dunk contest. I will not say dunkers, because when you see him play in game or in person, or not in person, I haven't seen him play in person, but when you see him play in game and stuff, he's not really, I mean, he has busted out a few dunks, but he hasn't busted out anything crazy, through the legs or anything. He'll do a windmill or a 360 or something, but it's not anything crazy, that's how it is with most players. But that's why I like the All-Star break, because it gives everyone a chance to, express themselves. And it was definitely a good one. I didn't get to watch every single thing, like the celebrity game or all the 3-point contests. I missed some of it, but that's pretty much my take on everything. And I guess that's where I'll wrap it up. I don't know if you guys see the setup. It's kind of a little weird with it just focused just on me, but I just wanted to see what you guys think about these little solo sessions of just me talking to the camera, or Blake talking to the camera. Or would you guys rather just be me, or would you rather me bring someone else on to fill his place, or vice versa, him bring someone on to fill my place? So I'll let you guys talk about that in the comments, or let me know some other way. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button and subscribing. And Blake's not here today, so if you want to, you can turn on the post notification bell icon so you can get notified every time we upload. And that's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.